Hey, man.
Hey, man.
How's it going, Zito?
Really
Nice to meet you.
How are you doing?
I'm all right, dude.
Very good.
My part of the task was to take care of the entertainment, which was the Backstreet Boys, make sure all their needs were met and that everything was good for them. So, this is what we've got.
Perfect. We put the boys in here.
This is not bad, right?
No, this will be great. The guys
They'll
will
be okay with this?
Yeah, totally.
You've been working with these guys some?
Yeah. So
They're gonna give me a rough time if everything's not completely perfect.
well,
my greatest nightmare was that I would end up with a band that would not go on stage because something that was on that rider had not been in the dressing room. Hey, how you doing? Are you guys okay? Everything cool? Black nail polish. I'm still trying to find the wheatgrass juice. And in the meantime, I get a call from the Backstreet Boys. One of them forgot to bring his fingernail polish. I'm running down to the pharmacy down the street. I'll be right back.
all right.
I'm not telling you where I'm going. It's embarrassing. So, the most heterosexual cowboy on the planet and the three-time heavyweight champion of the world go to buy fingernail polish. Not for a woman, not for our wives, for a man.
Please be careful, Mr. Carter. We don't want you to trip, fall, and embarrass your ass. You too, since you like to fall and trip all the time, mark myself.
Fellas, what's up? Lennox Lewis.
See you, man.
What's up, Len? What's up? All right? Looking good, man.
Yeah, that's good.
Hey, I have something else. If I need to get a knee brace for Howie, who should I send out? Is there somebody here?
A knee brace?
Yeah. Like a protective knee brace. He hurt his knee.
One of the BSB, if you know them like I do, they're BSB. One of them has twisted his little knee. So now I've got to go get medical supplies. Would you possibly know anywhere I might be able to get some wheatgrass juice? And I'm still trying to find wheatgrass juice. Have you ever heard of fresh Samantha wheatgrass?
Do they make it themselves?
No, I don't think so. Looking at the rider for the Backstreet Boys gave me new appreciation for myself. I've done shows with a broken leg, with kidney stones. I did a show where my stomach was hurting so bad one night that I couldn't hardly move. I walked out on that stage and did my show, left the stage, went to the emergency room, and had 18 inches of my colon cut out that night. And this kid can't do a show because he doesn't have his wheatgrass juice, and one of them twisted his knee. God, don't get me started on the BSB. Tried to take care of him today.
All right. Did you get his wheatgrass that he requested?
I didn't get the wheatgrass, but I got the nail polish and the knee brace. I didn't get the wheatgrass juice. I simply didn't have time to do that. I gotta go introduce the band. But I think the Backstreet Boys were happy, so everything else was handled.
These guys asked me if I would introduce them, and I'm honored to do it. They've got a hot new album out called Unbreakable, and they are happy to be here tonight to help with these two good causes. So, without further ado, it's my pleasure to introduce to you the Backstreet Boys.
Once the band started, did their thing, I was like the weight of the world had been lifted off my shoulders. Everything was perfect. And man, they sounded good. They sounded really good. They didn't need any wheatgrass juice at all. Man, they did a good job.
I'm very proud of my performance, the team's performance, and Trace and his team. You know, we're all tired, we're all stressed out. We've all reached the end, really, with this process. However, I'll have nothing but fond memories of them, and I think I've made some friends for life.
Toward the end of the night, all 6 of us just stood there for a moment. I thought, man, this is a cool moment right here. You know, we have been through a lot together, you know. It was about all of us working together to make this thing happen. That picture spoke 1,000 words.
Thank you, guys. God bless you all for coming out tonight.
Okay, listen, I thought the event was fantastic. Tell me about the Backstreet Boys. I heard they were very, very difficult. Tell me, Trace.
I met them, and they all seemed nice young men, and we sat down and had a cup of coffee together. And the first thing that I wanted to assure them was, I've been doing this for a long time. I know how to do this stuff, and I'll make this stuff happen.
But why were they so difficult? I heard they were like
well, their rider, you know, their rider, the stuff that they wanted in their dressing room. At first, I read over it.
What did they want?
It was just all kind of strange stuff. Particular kinds of water, certain kinds of peanut butter in the sandwiches, and how the sandwiches had to
Carol,
be
is
made.
that right? Were you dealing with them?
I didn't see the writer, but Trace came to me at one point in the evening. He said, "Where do I get wheatgrass juice?"
How about the black nail polish?
That was the fun.
That was a classic for me.
Who bought the nail polish?
I did. Lennox carried it back to him, though, and I thought, here, Lennox, you carry this nail polish. I want the heavyweight champion of the world to hand this kid nail polish. The nightmare scenario for me was that I was going to end up at 8:30 in the evening with a band that was not going to go on stage. That was the nightmare scenario for me, and I was starting to get signs and signals from these guys that very well may happen.
Actually, by the time they got out on stage, they were really sweet, and we had a very good time because, you know, I think in the beginning they were a little wound up.
They did great. They sounded good, and their performance was energetic. It was good. It was good. It was
As
great.
a fellow musician, were you a little bit offended? Like, in some way, I think if Pierce had been in charge of them, it would have been more acceptable to me if they had asked him, "You're not a musician, you don't do..." But someone in their own field, I would be embarrassed if I were them.
Did you know about this, Pierce? Did you know they had
But if I'd had a request for nail polish,
I think you would have been good for
wheatgrass,
that. What would you have done with the Backstreet Boys?
I'd have given them hell. I said, you can stick your nail polish.
The problem is they wouldn't have shown up.
Yes, they would.
I don't know.
They're what? They wouldn't show up.
You know what? He may be right.
They would, of course,
He
they would
may
have shown
be
up.
right.
For 20 million views.
Sometimes you kiss ass and it doesn't work. Sometimes you be a little tough and you get more. So you may be right.
Could I have pulled the veteran chops on them and started smacking them around? Yeah, I could have beat up the whole band by myself. But I was the responsibility to put a happy band on the stage that night.
I just don't go in for blowing smoke up people's backsides.